Society has drawn an invisible timeline in the sand, and right now, you feel like you're on the wrong side of it. My dear friend, I see you. I see that weight you're carrying, that feeling of not being where you thought you'd be. It's a heavy burden, isn't it? That quiet ache when you look at your life and feel somehow behind. Those nights when you lie awake, wondering if you've somehow missed your moment, if time is slipping through your fingers. I want you to know, first and foremost, that you're not alone in feeling this way. There's something I need you to hear, and I want you to let these words really sink in. There is no universal timeline for life. None. That schedule you're measuring yourself against? It's like comparing your journey to a fictional story, one written by society, family expectations, or maybe even your younger self. The path you're on right now, with all its unexpected turns and seeming delays, is uniquely yours. You know what's beautiful about life? Each of us blooms in our own season. Some flowers burst forth in spring, others wait for the warmth of late summer, and some show their most stunning colours just as autumn arrives. None are wrong, none are behind. Each is perfect in its own timing. Think about that for a moment. In nature, we never look at a late blooming flower and call it a failure. Why do we do this to ourselves? When you look at others who seem to have it all figured out, remember, you're seeing their highlight reel, not their behind-the-scenes footage. Every single person you admire has felt lost, uncertain, or behind at some point. Those successful people you see, they once stood exactly where you are now, feeling exactly what you're feeling. It's part of the human experience, part of the journey. Those moments when you feel like you should be doing more, achieving more. That's not failure speaking. That's your spirit growing, evolving, dreaming. It's okay to honor those feelings without letting them define you. It's okay to have dreams that haven't manifested yet. In fact, it's more than okay. It's a sign that you're alive, that you're still reaching, still growing. Here's a gentle truth. Every experience you're having right now, even the ones that feel like detours or delays, is weaving into the fabric of your story. These moments are shaping you, teaching you, preparing you for what's ahead. The challenges you're facing, they're not obstacles on your path. They are your path. They're building the wisdom, resilience, and character you'll need for what's coming. Think about a master craftsperson creating something beautiful. They don't rush. They don't apologize for the time it takes. They understand that every step, every detail, every moment of preparation is essential to the final creation. Your life is no different. You're not falling behind. You're crafting something unique, something that takes time to develop properly. Remember those countless stories of people who found their path later in life. They're not exceptions. They're evidence that life unfolds in its own perfect rhythm. Joy doesn't have an expiration date. Success doesn't have a deadline. Your dreams don't become less valid with time. They often become more refined, more authentic, more truly aligned with who you really are. The pressure you feel to have it all figured out, that's a story you can rewrite. Instead of seeing time as your enemy, see it as your ally. Each day gives you new opportunities to learn, to grow, to take one small step forward. Progress isn't always visible, but it's happening with every choice you make, every challenge you face, every time you choose to keep going despite uncertainty. You're not behind, dear friend. You're exactly where you need to be, gathering wisdom, strength, and experiences that your future self will need. Every step, even the ones that feel like they're in the wrong direction, is part of your unique journey. The universe isn't running behind schedule with your life. It's orchestrating events in perfect timing, even when that timing doesn't match your expectations. Be gentle with yourself. Honor your progress, even when it feels small. Celebrate your resilience, even on the days when you feel stuck. You're not just existing, you're evolving, growing, becoming. The journey you're on is just as important as the destination you're heading toward. Your path is uniquely yours. with its own twists and turns, its own timeline, its own beauty. Walk it with compassion for yourself. Walk it knowing that where you are right now is exactly where you need to be for your own story to unfold. Trust that everything you're experiencing, the struggles, the uncertainties, the moments of doubt, is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine right now. Keep dreaming. Keep growing. Keep believing in the journey that's uniquely yours. Your time isn't behind you or running out. It's right here, right now, unfolding exactly as it should. Every morning brings new possibilities, new opportunities to take steps toward your dreams, no matter how small those steps might seem. You are enough, exactly as you are, exactly where you are. Keep going, dear friend. Your story is still being written, and it's more beautiful than any predetermined timeline could ever capture. Trust the timing of your life, and know that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Remember, the oak tree doesn't apologize for taking decades to reach its full height. The diamond doesn't apologize for the years it took to form under pressure. And you, my friend, don't need to apologize for taking the time you need to become who you're meant to be. Let me tell you something powerful that Seneca understood. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested. But here's the key. He wasn't talking about grinding yourself into dust. He was talking about living intentionally, mindfully, with purpose. The next time that feeling of being behind creeps in, I want you to pause and take a deep breath. Remember that you're not late to your own life. You're right on time for your unique journey. Your path isn't a race to be won, but a story to be lived. And your story? It's still unfolding, still revealing its purpose, still making sense of all these moments that feel like detours. You see, the most beautiful chapters of your life may still be unwritten, the most meaningful connections unexplored, the greatest achievements undiscovered. So hold your head high, brave soul. Your time isn't running out, it's running exactly as it should. Keep going, keep growing, keep believing, because you're not behind, you're becoming. And that, my friend, is exactly where you need to be.